Rebecca.
How are you doing?
Good seeing you again.
Good, I'm here to check on Barnes. How's he doing?
He's doing so good.
After spending his entire life as a sled dog in the States and Whistler, making the transition to family pet turned out to be a downright terrifying experience for 8-year-old Barnes.
The first 3 months of a dog's life we refer to as the socialization period. If they miss out on experiencing being handled by kids, getting on a bus, seeing what traffic looks like, when they're older and they experience this for the first time, it's overwhelming. The problem with Barnes, he was very, very fearful. Beyond the anxiety that we typically see with a lot of sled dogs, where they're just uncertain and unsure, Barnes was terrified.
Come on out, mister.
The Husky Shepherd Cross, having spent the last year being cared for by Dr. Rebecca Ledger and staff here at the Whistler Animals Galore Shelter. Unlike traditional training methods, Dr. Ledger uses a clinical approach to treat rare cases such as Barnes and other sled dogs throughout the Lower Mainland.
What we're looking for is his emotional reaction to things. Because these issues are, they're akin to human psychiatry, the clinical way of looking at this is to understand what can we do beyond training here, what else does the dog need in order to recover from his mental illness.
Diagnosing, then pairing with veterinarians to come up with a treatment plan, including possible medications and daily exercises for staff like Lindsay to implement.
Introducing him to new people was kind of the first step with us so that we would be able to have new people working with him. So the way that we did that was hand feeding him his meals. Sometimes we would take him for walks around the shelter before he was comfortable to leave the shelter.
He has a preference of peeing on grass, hey?
Yes, or on the dirt.
On the dirt,
Yeah.
okay.
Dr. Ledger checking in with Barnes every 2 months, undergoing simple measures such as petting,
Oh, good boy.
feeding, and calling him to measure his psychological state and progress, tweaking the plan as she goes, with even the simplest of improvements a celebration.
Good boy.
This is the first time I've been able to pet him, and he's not looking terrified.
He's taking little steps each day. He's able to go for walks with probably over 10 different volunteers now, which is amazing. When he's on his walks, he's going further and further. He's made so many dog friends at the shelter.
With the center having rehomed 45 sled dogs throughout the years, Zag among the current canines having also received Rebecca's care awaiting adoption at the Burnaby SPCA, her hope is to have more homeowners and caregivers learn to look deeper into pets' issues.
There's been more and more research coming out that shows us that dogs suffer from mental health issues that are akin to the same mental health issues that people can experience: anxiety, depression, frustration. When we apply a clinical approach to dealing with these kind of problems with animals, the success rate definitely increases. At the end of the day, they're still dogs. And when they eventually transition into a home with a family, they become pet dogs. In fact, they're indistinguishable from the regular pet dog.